Welcome to Sports Vicious. As always, I go by the name of a loose cannon. And right now, I have a special guest on the line, special treat for everybody out there. On the line, I have the #1 ranked strawweight in the UFC, the coach from the most recent Ultimate Fighter 23, also a 3-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion who trained most of her career at Nova União, alongside the great Jose Aldo, the beautiful, talented Claudia Gadelha. Welcome to Sports Vicious, Claudia.
Hey, what's up? Thank you.
Hey, listen, thank you. It's a pleasure meeting you. It's a pleasure hanging with you, Claudia. I just want to get into a few things for my audience because, I talk a lot about the fights, and being with a top rank like yourself, there's a lot of things we can learn from you. Yeah,
for sure.
All right, cool. Well, listen, Claudia, I've been a fan for a lot of years. I've been watching you fight for a lot of years since Invicta, like I told you. Now, I seen you. Not to say that you blew up, but more Americans started to get to know Claudia because obviously from you coaching the Ultimate Fighter. Would you say so?
Yeah, sure. The Ultimate Fighter was a great opportunity for my life. I got to show my work a little bit for people here in America. Everybody knew me in Brazil, but I felt like I wasn't very known in America, and the Ultimate Fighter gave me the opportunity to show my work, to show my job to everybody here.
Hey, well, listen, that sounds great. Like a lot of people would have fell in love with you for your fighting, seeing what you've done, everything you accomplished in jiu-jitsu. But if they didn't fall in love with you for the fighting, they fell in love with your personality. You know what I mean? Everybody remembers what happened the last time, the night before UFC 200. You ended up fighting for the belt. You fought JoAnna, the ugly chick, whatever her last name is. At the end of the fight, Claudia, obviously you grabbed that microphone and you let her know the only thing more important than winning, the only thing more important than a championship was to be humble and respected, yes?
Yes, for sure. That's what I think. That's how I think. I grew up in the BJJ philosophy, and my school is very traditional, and we respect everybody. We respect coaches, the students, and everybody that comes to our gym. So I grew up in that philosophy, and JoAnna was very disrespectful during the season, and the same thing. I saw the same thing outside of the cameras. She was very disrespectful, and she kind of wanted to break my philosophy. So I felt very disrespectful about that. That's why I grabbed this microphone, and I told her the belt is important, but the most important thing is to be humble and respectful. Because there is kids that look up to you. Kids are watching you, and I'm sure the parents don't want the kids to be like a bitch like her. So I think this is the most important thing.
That's right. Hey, listen, now I ran into you at Walmart, right, a few months ago. You invited me to come to your BJJ mixed martial arts gym in Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania. Tell us, why Stroudsburg, Pennsylvania?
I came here for a seminar like six months ago. And I travel everywhere, I go to California, I've been to Australia, everywhere. I travel everywhere. Then I always see high-level BJJ in here. But then I came here and I went to a seminar and I was showing fundamentals, and they seems like they didn't know what they were doing. And I said, man, this area really needs a high-level BJJ black belt, to make these people improve in what they love in their life, because once you get into martial arts, you really fall in love, not only for the philosophy, but also, to get into a new lifestyle, to be able to get in shape and things like that. So people really love to do martial arts, especially BJJ for me and for other people. When I did the first time, I fell in love, and I wanted to give these people that opportunity, because it's something that I had, and I'm glad I had that opportunity. So I wanted to give back to the community. I feel that place here needs to get better, needs to improve in that area, and I'm here for that.
Got you. Hey, like we said, 3-time Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu world champion. Not just Brazilian champion, not just United States of America champion, world champion. Now, real quick, if I could say, what type of classes do you teach at your gym? Exactly what type of martial arts?
We teach everything. We have BJJ, which is Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. We have Muay Thai, boxing, wrestling, taekwondo. We have everything for kids also. You know, if you want to have your kid doing martial arts, you know, if you want your kid to learn a new philosophy of life, we're here to help. You know, the gym, it's a very nice facility, you know, and we're here only to help, you know, to give back to the community, you know, have a lot of plans. And my next one will be, you know, I'll have kids that don't have money to pay martial arts training for free in my gym. I want to have a kids team training, you know. I want to see these kids competing and learning new things in their life. And this is my next plan to Strasbourg.
Hey, I got you. Hey, listen, you're talking about kids in the gym. You know, as you know, I've been going to the gym 4 days a week. You know, I am trying to get my fat ass into shape. You know, but
you are.
And I am. You're right. But I gotta ask you one thing. You know, your dojo. Please explain to me, why would you put it downstairs from a fucking ice cream shop, Claudia? You know, from AJ's 1950s restaurant ice cream shop. I mean, just walking by, you know, I was browsing. The other day you caught me with a drink in my hand. You asked me what it was. I said it was a protein shake, Claudia. I lied, and I'm sorry. You know, it was a chocolate malt shake. You know what I mean? But I did enjoy it just like I would a protein shake. Tell us real quick. Also, let us know, where's the website everybody could check you out, because this gym that you own, that you run, it's not just called Claudia Gadelha BJJ MMA. You actually are there during all these classes training with us. You know, it's a great opportunity for us to have a #1 ranked fighter, a best in the world like yourself. You know, so what's the website everybody could check you out at?
www.claudiagadelhaacademy.com with my Brazilian accent. I hope you guys understand.
Hey, it's a beautiful accent. Hey, fuck everybody in the chat room. Don't worry about that, Claudia. I'll tell you what they said later. hey, now, explain to us one thing. You got into BJJ. Obviously, that's like you said, that changed your life. You got into martial arts. Was your goal to be in the UFC, or was your goal just to fight?
Well, my goal was to be in the UFC. You know, I got into this since day one when I was 15 years old. I knew what I wanted in my life, and that's why I am in the top level now. That's why I am the #1 ranked right now, and I will be the champ because I worked my ass off to make that happen. So I hear people laugh. Yep. But I mean, my goal was to be in the UFC because I want to be the best in everything I do in my life. I'm very competitive, and I'm always fighting, always working to be the best.
All right, now look, a lot of people understand. I've seen a lot of interviews where they say UFC fighters say they're not getting paid. I mean, I'm not going to ask you how much you get paid, but are they paying you guys what they should be paying you? Because they're obviously making millions of dollars off these events. You know, and the average fighter, what I read not too long ago, was the average fighter makes about $13,000 a fight, which you wind up training for many months. You know, you fight, you put everything on the line. Is it around that ballpark, would you say?
Yeah, like they get a lot of money. They get a lot of money, and they don't give back to us, you know. But I don't know. I think... you know, when you own a business and you're making a lot of money and you still paying your employers as much as you did in the beginning when you didn't make money, I think this is wrong, you know. But also, you can't go over, you know. They make a lot of money, but that's their job. We do our job, you know. I think I get a good money, you know. I wish I could get more, and I'm working for that. And once you get to the point that everybody want to watch you, then you make a lot of money. And I think this is a fighter goal. You know, you have to get there. You have to get to the point that you make a lot of money. Gotcha. I'm happy with the money I make now, but for sure I want to make more. And I hope the UFC gets back to us what they do soon.
Right. Okay. Cool. All right. Well, listen. You got a fight coming up in November in Brazil. You know, am I welcome? Can I stay at your house with you, Claudia?
Yeah. I have a fight coming up in Brazil. I just can't talk about my opponent yet because we didn't sign the contract. Okay. But I'm very excited about that fight. Okay. You know, talking to the UFC.
Who you gonna be training with, Claudia? Can you tell us who you're gonna be training with?
I'll be training in New Mexico with Greg Jackson.
Greg
I'm
Jackson,
gonna fly.
the coach of John Jones. Yes, if people out there don't know, one of the best coaches in the world when it comes to mixed martial arts.
Exactly. He's one of the best coaches in the world, and I'm excited to work with him. You know, I've been working my whole life down in Brazil with Nova União, and I'm very happy with everything that I learned there. But now I want to fly. You know, I feel like I can get more things. I can learn more things. I can get better there, and I'm doing this fight camp there and see how it is. If I like it, I'll be there.
Beautiful. Hey, listen, before we go, Claudia, last Saturday night we actually watched the fight. Me, you, former champion Chris Weidman, heavyweight being Gian Gallant. We wound up watching this Nate Diaz-Conor McGregor fight. You said Nate Diaz would choke out Conor McGregor in the third round. What was my pick? Do you remember what my pick was, Claudia?
Yeah, McGregor.
What did I say? I said McGregor was going to take him to 5 rounds, right? I was right. And last thing I want to know is, you know, I've been training with you for about, 5-6 weeks. Is there any chance I could get my black belt next week, please, and just call it quits?
Oh, my God. I'll give you a pink belt. How about that?
Hey, pink belt, I will take it. Well, Claudia, if they want to find your stuff on the internet, they could go to MMAsignatures.com, right?
Yeah, MMAsignatures.com.
Listen, I thank you very much for your time, Claudia, and I'll talk to you. I'll see you tomorrow night.
Thank you. See you. Thank you, Paul.
Hey,
love you.
BJ, love you too. BJJ for life.